Hey everybody, Jay Barbino here, welcome back. It's Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We've made it to the Elysia seed by dropping a nuclear weapon on it. We brute forced our way in. You have to respect that plan. Alright, so let's grab a unique scan in here. I think these things might show up in other places, but we got the Phase and Leech. If you didn't get that Exterminator achievement in the first seed, you could do it here by killing all the leeches. Got a Seeker Missile test here. Well, test is a strong word, but you have to use your Seeker Missile there. That's it. And we're going into this fight with way more energy tanks than we did when we fought Moganar, so feeling a lot more comfortable with just kind of staying in hyper mode for most of it. The seed's core is contained within this opening, relies on a corrupted creature for protection. Helios. Phase and enhanced core can be exposed by damaging outer shell. Helios' exterior armor is well shielded, but still vulnerable to beam weaponry. Inflicting enough damage will cause him to overheat and expose his phase and enhanced core. This core can be overloaded with phase-based energy. Destruction of the core unit should prove fatal, but is difficult to achieve. Target is the prime bot of a large group of swarm bots, all of which are energized by Phase. Helios will use the swarm bots for both offensive and defensive measures. Assuming different formations will allow for various forms of attack. So we can scan him over and over, actually. Anytime he changes forms, we can scan him to get a sense of what he's going to do. So this form right here is really just shoot the bots to create an opening to actually deal damage to Helios himself. But scanning the different forms doesn't actually contribute towards his logbook entry. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, so now these function like the swarm bots on Elysia. So now he's exposed. If he hits you, it doesn't stun you, but you can't attack for a couple seconds like that. So you want to make sure that you don't get hit. This is one where maybe we just want to stay in phase and overload mode. Cancel that. We actually have to use Seeker Missiles to cancel this. Fine. Getting a little aggressive with how much damage I'm able to do here. Alright, he's in a new form. This is Helios man form, as I've dubbed it. So we have to shoot off his limbs. Really just one of them, honestly, and then he'll fall like a dummy. See if we can get him again before he transitions back. Able to get in a lot of good damage with each energy tank. Alright, now he's gonna fly around like a little tornado. Timing hitting him is surprisingly difficult with bombs here. go. Got him. So we're turning even more blue. That was a good Helios fight, and we did get to experience a lot of his different forms. Hyper missile online. So now we can use missiles in hyper mode. So I think you can use 4 hyper missiles per energy tank. So it does use a lot of HP.
Elysia is now free of further corruption, Samus. Both Leviathans have been removed from Federation space. You have once again performed admirably. However, the threat is not over. We received word from a reconnaissance unit that an emergency GF communication capsule has been found. Analysis has uncovered a message from Gandrayda, sent while she was searching for the pirate homeworld. This is her last message right before she disappeared. To our surprise, the message indicates that a Leviathan has also impacted the pirate homeworld, which suggests that pirates are now enhancing their military forces with Phazon. Worse, the corruption appears to be spreading very quickly. It's as if the planet itself is transforming into pure Phazon. Left unchecked, this corruption could spread to the entire galaxy. The time to act is now. You must destroy that Leviathan and stop the spread of further corruption. To that end, the Federation is planning a full-scale assault on the pirate homeworld. The attack will commence as soon as our preparations are complete. We have marked the location of the pirate homeworld on your map. And Samus, be on the lookout for Gandrayda.
Gee, I wonder what happened to her. Okay, so we have a new planet open to us. Into the Lion's Den. Pirate Homeworld is interesting. I think specifically the lore. I've only read a little bit of it, so I'm excited to actually read through all of it now. So everything here is very red, with the occasional tint of blue because of phasing. Let's try to scan this little rodent-like creature real quick before it disappears. Skritter. And then the new Space Pirate turret, which is really heavily armored. It's got a ton of health, so why don't we try our new missile out against it. We can grab our first pirate scan. Our mission. Phazon was discovered 2 stellar years ago, and since that moment, Command has been driven to control it all. 2 operations have been established at tremendous cost. Both have failed, thanks to the accursed hunter Samus Aran. Her Federation allies now move to secure what little Phazon remains on the planet Ether. This we cannot allow. We, the crew of the battleship Colossus, swear to take that Phazon or die trying. Okay, elevator. We're going to go up to the 3rd level. Level 2 just has a door that's only openable from the other side. We're going to get a spiel from the AU about the acid rain that we have to listen to before we progress as well once we get out here. But first, the orange pirate door. I think that just leaves the green GF and pirate doors for our door scans.
Samus, Gandrayda's communication capsule has revealed additional information concerning the pirate facility. We believe there is a cargo supply route that connects directly to the sea. The gate in this room appears to be its main entrance. It will be impossible to go through that area unless you can find protection from the acid rain.
Okay, that actually updates your logbook with the acid rain research. So the acid rain in this game works like Phazon did in the first 2, where, well, actually, I think it's just the first one, where you take exponentially increased damage the longer you're in it. So you really just, you can't stand in it for more than a couple seconds or it will kill you. We were able to get deeper into this room just because there was an overhang that we walked underneath. That's it. Okay, get some easy to snag missile upgrades. Classic double spring ball. All right, 3 energy cells. Perfect. So we stop the fans, we can go a little bit deeper into this whole area, but not into the acid rain. There are going to be a couple new pirate scans we can get here as well. That's exciting, I guess. Try and kill those things before they go into Hypermode. So there actually are 2 paths you can take through this morph ball tunnel. We just can't go anywhere taking the other path, so I chose to rip the little grating to expose the other side first. And then there's a missile expansion over here. We technically could get this later. Eventually we'd be able to drop this shield and then use this as a bit of a shortcut. But this is barely out of the way, so I figure sure. So we're like underneath their command post right now. Barely on the pirate home world, we're already stealing their tech. We got the X-ray visor, which I think has way more usefulness here than in the first game. So you can only interact with these terminals with the X-ray visor on, like this. And then we just play match the symbols. So we'll shoot down the next phase-in canister to break open the slot. Ooh, the green door. The coveted green door. We got it. And then they close it off. Again, that's like their command center that we were just underneath. But we can interact with this. We can get a glimpse of what they're doing in there. So the reason why this room is important, this is the power supply for the planet's defense shield. Okay, and then we can get some more lore. Stowaway. Our attempts to intercept the Federation ship departing Ether were unsuccessful. With them went a collection of Phase-in, the first to fall into Federation hands. They foolishly left most of the Phase-in behind, allowing us to quickly collect what we could. But in our haste, we took more than mere Phase-in. Our scanners have detected the remains of Dark Samus, who has revived herself within our Phase-in storage. Surely we are cursed. The fiendish shrew consumed all the Phase-in, then wiped out a third of the crew in a matter of minutes. Now she moves at will through the halls of the Colossus, using her witchery to beguile the minds of the crew. We're unable to call for aid, and only a few of us remain to stand against her. All is lost. Witchery. I love it. So we actually saw that at the very beginning of the game. That was the first cutscene that we saw. Okay, let me just double check. Yep, we got the scan. I think we got these guys on Brio.
This is Federation Trooper NZG-41. Can anyone read me? Over. Repeat, this is Federation. I'm transmitting on an encoded channel. I was taken prisoner during the attack on Norian, but I've managed to escape. I have information about how to bypass the acid rain and get through to the seed. I don't know how long I can evade capture. I'm transmitting my coordinates now.
Alright, so we gotta save him. The coordinates he gives us are in a totally different area of the pirate homeworld. We don't even have the means to get there right now. That was another instance where this little cutscene would have interrupted the narration, and then it would have forced the transmission to just completely restart, which is such a pain. Bothers me a lot, so that's why I try to wait at certain points. So this is the dead end that would have been on level 2. I'm going to head back down to the bottom, actually. And now I can interact with this. Which gives us the map. Most importantly, it allows us to land over in the research area, which is where the Federation distress call is coming from. We obviously cannot go to the seed yet. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. There's actually another door to the right of the elevator that we still don't have the equipment to interact with. But that was a quick little dip into the first area of the pirate homeworld. We already got some gear out of it. And I think there'll be another landing zone eventually that will unlock. So we're just cruising through the tunnels. So there's a big shield. I guess we got in because we went through like the maintenance tunnels, like in the phase and mining zone we saw when we flew in originally. I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab these scans real quick. Pirate cargo drone. And the heavy phase and canisters. You can get these on the first landing zone too, but I feel like they're just a little bit faster to get here. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be some form of security. My hand looks nothing like a space pirate hand. So now that's just open. Shriek bats. I'm ready for you. Let's go. He's done it? Ertragian shriek bat. So this zone is just called the Pirate Homeworld. But the planet, I guess, supposedly is called Ertragia, I guess is what that's basically saying. And there's more here, too, in case you missed the ones on the bottom. That's 3 of 4 Shriekbat scans. We're almost there, boys. We're almost there. Wonderful. It's unclear to me what these tubes are used for, what the space pirates use them for. I've learned to not really ask questions. I mean, these are like maintenance tunnels of some sort. Maybe they like transport Phazon through these. Who knows? No way, come back. Casually accessible energy tank. A lot of the energy tanks are just like hanging out in rooms that you would find along the way in this game, I've noticed. more tubes. I wonder if there's like a colorblind mode for this game. I feel like these games were probably made before those types of accessibility options were popularized. But like, I feel like specific people would have a hell of a time reading those grids. Alright, so we can't actually get back up the way we came, so we just have to keep going forward here. It'll still take us pretty much right back to the same room. Oh, come on. So now we can meet our new best friends. Oh, he's hypermoded. So these are the commando pirates. They're fine. Missiles are pretty good against them. To break their armor, like hyper missiles are good to break their armor. Alternatively, just spamming like typical works fine too. I'm not sure which is more phase and efficient. Yeah, so I'm just gonna shoot these alarms before any pirates actually show up. I think you can use the X-ray visor to see like which are actually active. That would set off the alarms, but whatever. Our struggles have ended. She has shown us the error of our ways. The way is now clear. All previous vows of fealty have been forsworn. We now pledge sole allegiance to our liberator, the Great One, Dark Samus. We bear a singular honor, we lucky few, for we are her first disciples. Our burden is a happy one, for we will pave the way to her glorious victory and cosmic rule. Let the light of Phazon lead us. Nice job, Space Pirates. You're continuing to really screw things up here. So Dark Samus essentially put all the space pirates under her sway. This is a new space pirate. We'll scan. Assault Shield Trooper. Same as the other ones, except now they have shields. That's it. Trying to collect as much energy as we can for later because we're going to get into some pretty challenging fights. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Another energy cell. 4. They're coming in pretty quick now. So as usual, we are the ones responsible for letting the Metroids out. So that's going to let us get to the top of the room. So the only thing with Metroids and killing them when in Hypermode is you have to be careful because one ranged blast from them can just kick you straight into Hypermode overload, which is just kind of a waste of an entire energy tank unless you have a reason to use all of it. Cool. So there's an orange door and a white door. The white door leads to some acid rain, so no point. Now we have a new puffer scan here. It's hard to get these because they're floating against the backdrop here of the wall jump surface. There we go. I'm gonna jump straight up and get another pirate scan. The source discovered. After our liberation, she left us adrift. We thought this a test of our loyalty, and so we endured. Some said she abandoned us, and they were promptly shot. Disciples do not doubt their leader. When she returned, it was on the back of a titanic starborn beast. As we groveled in awe, she ordered us to follow the beast through a rift in space, a wormhole. Some refused to follow, afraid of the unknown. They too were shot. Disciples must be fearless. Once through the rift, we saw a singular wonder. Phase, the source of all Phasen in the cosmos. Phase, the home of our glorious leader. So, that is likely the same planet that the Elysians found using the observatory. And that's basically saying, you need the spider ball. There we go. Alright, so we're pretty topped up on health. I'm happy with this.
I thought I was a dead man. I think I can help you get to the seed. As I'm sure you know, the path to the seed entrance is exposed to the acid rain. However, I've seen the pirates using a special suit shield that protects them from the elements. If you can acquire one of these shield units, you could probably make it to the seed. Lucky for you, I've seen where they make these devices. Here are the coordinates.
So this isn't helpful at all. This is literally the room we were just in.
I even know a back entrance to that location, but we'll need your help activating the lift that takes us there. We've got to engage the security levers simultaneously.
Alright, motion controls. It's just you and me.
I'll call out the instructions. We must synchronize our movements or the security clamps won't release. Are you ready? Pull. Twist. Push. Let's get going.
You know, you should never trust strangers, Sammy. This is gonna be fun.
So I guess our last friend has also been possessed. Let's see if we can get our scan on first. Gandrayda, metamorphic bioform able to mimic numerous enemy units in battle. Gandrayda's ability to shapeshift has been greatly enhanced by phase exposure, allowing her to assume a number of deadly forms at will. These new forms come with a cost, as she also inherits their weaknesses. A mistress of stealth, she will employ her personal cloaking field often, setting up her next deadly attack. An advanced visor system may be able to reveal her location. Oh, I got you covered on the advanced visor, alright? She also does a jump attack and she'll grab you. So I'm just going to spam the crap out of her and force her into a new mode. Once you do enough damage to each of the modes, then she'll transition. But that's when you can get the most damage in on her. And she's a flying pirate. Gandrayda, that doesn't seem like the smartest of choices. So, like, I'm trying to conserve some of my HP by not going into Hypermode too often. Okay, and then she does that right after the flippin' cutscene. Okay, now she's Rundus. You can shoot these for phasing if you need it. I might just let myself overload here. We already shattered it. Get back here, you son of a bitch. We're gonna vent soon. Okay, now she's Gore. Be careful not to boost yourself into the acid rain. I definitely feel the Gore mode is the most irritating of all of them, so the sooner we can get her out of this, the better. Okay, now she's us. She is invulnerable at certain points when she's transitioning, so it's easy to waste a lot of HP if you're not extra careful. So let's just stay in hyper mode and maximize our overload. Okay, she's in hyper mode now, and she's invisible. Just gonna go right back into it so I can finish her up. That's our third and final friend that Dark Samus has made us kill. Grapple voltage on the line. So now we can siphon energy from or to certain things. It's like this thing, for example. We could just gobble this up. Cool. And we've got a new form of fast travel here on the pirate homeworld. That's some really nice mass transit. You call for a train, the train arrives. I'm used to the MTA. You wait for 30 minutes. The B train's still not showing up on Saturday. Alright, the Leviathan. Our leader provided us with great wisdom on many subjects, including the improvement of our mighty battleship, Colossus. We followed her teachings and turned our vessel into a ship without peer, but more work remained. Dark Samus required a mighty flagship, one to strike terror in the hearts of her enemies. The might of Colossus was not enough. She demanded more. Her solution was unique and most excellent. We took her great star beast and fitted it with cybernetic weapon systems. Crew quarters and command consoles were placed within the beast's skull. In time, we created a mighty dreadnought and called it Leviathan. The great leader was pleased. So as of now, this is all just about the one crew that was sent to Ether. So at some point, this is going to have to circle back to where she just comes and takes over the entirety of the space pirate homeworld. And look at where we are. Right back at our ship. What a treat. It all circles back. So that one form of fast transit is just, it's just that little train we took is just a way to get from our ship right back to where we fought Gandrayda quickly, and that's it. Nothing super fancy there. And I know that we need to go to Elysia. You might not know this, but I know this. We have to go to Elysia. Had I explored everywhere in Elysia, like if we were just casually walking around Elysia, we would have inevitably stumbled upon one of those power conduits. We didn't just because I knew it was a dead end, but if you were playing, again, casually, you probably would have seen it. So that's where I'm going now. And it's very clear that we need the spider ball to proceed anywhere on the pirate homeworld. At least in the room where we could have gotten the hazard suit. Samus just looks very clearly at the spider ball track like, But I'm glad we got to come back here. We're going to do some cleanup here now, and then we'll be coming back a second time to finish it up fully closer to the very end of the game. Alright, so this is where I'm going to stop. When we come back, we'll head through a bit more of Elysia and try to find the spider ball. See you next time. Bye-bye.